Spirit, I'd love to start really living in my true authority and listen to my splenic responses. For the splenic response, you need to keep your lymph moving. So rebounding, either on a trampoline or just jump a lot. Move your lymph. All the body needs to be moved. The more your lymph is circulating, your splenic response is going to be quicker. I can use my spleen, my splenic dry brushing. Yeah, dry brushing can help, definitely. Right now I've realized that I can use my spleen as I can feel the contraction. I start to, like, let's say last week, we brought a cake. It's sort of like a fully processed bullshit, like sugary, not one natural ingredient in it. And as soon as we opened it from the packaging, because we were sort of like, we eat healthy all the time, let's treat ourselves to some junk food once in a while. And as soon as we opened it and I looked at it, my whole body just went like that. Like, it's suddenly like the spleen, the splenic response, it's just like the body instantly knew that's not healthy. And after I ate that and some other shit, it took me almost 1 week of intense sneezing, and I'm barely now coming out of it, to get it out, to get out all the toxins from that thing and from other things that we ate. And then yesterday, I'm juicing some oranges, and the second that I put the orange in the juicer and the juice started coming out at the other end, and I sort of smelled the juice, my whole body just went like this. I started dancing, and it just felt like, what the fuck is this now? And I was like, yeah, this is my spleen telling me this, man, this, not the fucking sugar. And you can feel that. It's the spleen. The spleen is always healthy, unhealthy, safe, not safe, and it's always going to be in the moment when the thing is presented in front of you. But of course, if for the spleen to be good, you need to have a reference point. Your spleen cannot react to unhealthy things if you haven't gotten your body to the level where it recognizes even what's healthy and unhealthy. A person that's maybe on a standard American diet for their whole life, and you sort of tell them, hey man, but French fries and I don't know, processed meat is unhealthy for you, they're gonna be like, what? Like, how? I never felt unhealthy from that. And then my response could be, brother, you never felt healthy in your life, because that's your reference point. Your reference point is the standard American diet. That's not healthy. You don't have things to compare it with. But the more you dabble in and out of inflammatory, uninflammatory, mucus forming, not mucus forming, fruits, vegetables versus, okay, you go back to whatever you're eating. And then slowly, but it has to be slowly, at least for my experience, the cleaner I eat, the more I move, the spleen recognizes things way quicker and it's more accurate. I gave my spleen a reference point. I gave my spleen, okay, I've been eating raw, living foods, so salads, fruits, a lot of juices, a lot of dates, watermelon. For a full week, I just eat raw vegetables, a little bit of cooked, a big salads, green, leafy greens, tomatoes. And after that 1 week, the way I felt, I made that my anchor for my spleen. So everything that is not that, I suddenly feel, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So that's a big thing for the spleen. The spleen is actually the spleen organ, but it's also the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is the most important thing for human health because it's your sewage. It's your toxin removal. And the lymph does not move by itself. It's not like circulation of the blood, which you breathe, you circulate the blood. The breathing is very involuntary. You don't have to control it. You're just gonna breathe. Like when you sleep, it's also with blood circulation. But the lymph does not move on its own. You need to actually move it. You need to take time every day to move all of the lymph. And that's where your health is gonna come. And of course your splenic intuition.